5 questions that you need to ask yourself before you go into a fat loss phase. Now, entering a fat loss phase, that's amazing, that's fantastic, that's great, that's brilliant, that's a great goal to have if you're looking to get improvements in overall health and body composition. However, it's important to make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons and that you've already thought about what it's going to require. Here are 5 questions that I recommend you should ask yourself. Answering these questions can help you get a bit more of an idea of what you should really focus on before even starting your physique transformation. Number 1, what is your current calorie and macro intake? Because if your calories are already really low, where do you expect to go from there? You can't just keep reducing calories until you get to 0. Low calorie intakes are for acute periods of time, usually at the end of a fat loss phase. This should not be your normal intake. Instead, it may serve you better to reverse diet back up to a supportive maintenance first, so you can actually sustain a low to moderate calorie deficit. Number 2, how long have you spent in a maintenance or a surplus? Are you guilty of jumping from one phase straight to the next, straight to the next, straight to the next? Okay? Trying to stay lean maybe all year round is not really conducive to building your physique. So once you've gotten to that point where you're not really appropriate to stay in that fat loss phase, it's good to be going back into a significant amount of time to not be in a deficit and build your muscle, build your physique. Number 3, what is your biofeedback giving you? Okay, is it giving you the green light or red light? Okay, so biofeedback includes things like stress, strength, performance, libido, hunger, energy cravings, mood, focus, digestion, all of these things. If these feedback points are in a good place, then it's going to be far easier for you to achieve the results. But before, what does your life look like? What does your schedule look like over the next couple of months? Biofeedback includes things like, do you have a lot on your plate with work? Have you got a lot of travel plans coming up? Have you got maybe visitors coming around? Are you switching jobs, making a career change, maybe even relationship troubles? Now, there's never a perfect time to tackle the fat loss phase, but there are certainly more appropriate times than others, trying to do it when you're not going through exceptionally high stress, and that's maybe not the time, okay? So, and also, why are you doing this? So that's number 5. Now, why are you doing this? Now, you need to go several levels deeper and really internalize why this goal is important to you. If you're doing it for recognition, seeking attention, or instant gratification, maybe this won't give you that. Motivation is always high in the beginning, but it's a strong sense of purpose that will carry you through when you feel less like quitting. If you've just been spinning your wheels or struggling to stay consistent, chances are a few of these questions are not yet answered. Which questions do you guys feel requires the most attention before starting a transformation? Do let me know in the comments below. But the main thing to take away from this is that sometimes a fat loss phase isn't necessarily the right step for you. And to really actually achieve your long-term physique goal, sometimes it's actually the case of increasing your calories or maybe staying in maintenance for a little bit until you've sorted your life out on track before going into a fat loss phase. Because everything gets harder when you start restricting calories. Everything. Cravings go up, stress goes up, your mood goes down, your levels of focus goes down, everything gets harder in the gym, your sleep gets harder, everything gets harder. So if you're already super stressed out, and super high levels of stress have been directly correlated with making fat loss harder, okay? Now, these are things that you should always think about. And again, if you're on really low calories, I get loads of clients that come to me and go, I want to lose body fat, I want to lose body fat, I need to restrict calories. And sometimes it's like, okay, if you're on 1,000 calories or 1,200 calories and you're a fully grown adult, what the hell do you expect to do from here? We can't just reduce calories anymore. You can't. You're gonna freaking end up in A&E or just die. Your body does not care about your physique goals when you are that low on calories. So anything it's prioritizing, okay, is your general health and staying alive, your main bodily functions, not how much muscle mass you have, how much body fat you have. It does not get down about those things at that point. You need to give the body enough energy to be able to comfortably, support all of the essential components of the human body to help you keep going in life. Then it will then, okay, then maybe I'm going to do something for muscle mass, I'm going to do something for body fat. Now, you hear people go on about all the time, with calorie deficit, but sometimes a calorie deficit isn't maybe the best thing for you to achieve fat loss. Now, I've had so many clients where I've done effective reverse diets with, and that, funny enough, I've increased their calories very slowly over time with a conservative approach, maybe at 50 to 100 calories a week, mainly through protein, because they're usually on low, maybe moderate protein. And funnily enough, when you increase calories, training performance shoots up, sleep gets better, stress goes down. They actually start losing weight. And sometimes weight might stay the same, but circumferences have gone down. So massive suggestion for body recomposition there. So it's a bit more complex than just keep restricting calories. But it's kind of hard to explain in a 30-second video with calorie deficit. So just remember, you cannot just keep on restricting calories, and the body doesn't want to stay in a calorie deficit for very long. That's why the body fights for homeostasis, and that deficit will eventually just become your maintenance, and then from there you can't just keep restricting calories. Eventually, you need to stop and increase your calories again if you would like to continue to see progress, and at the end of the tunnel we can actually go back to eating maybe the same or even more food, maintaining a lower body fat percentage. Okay, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below if you've ever experienced anything like this. And remember, I'm not telling you 100% that you should go and do calorie surplus, you should go to a calorie deficit. It's very individual specific, and even with reverse dieting, there's very select few situations where you would suggest someone to go into a reverse diet. Don't just get anyone to go into a reverse diet. It doesn't work like that. Remember, this isn't science. What works for someone might not necessarily work for you. Everything is specific to where you're at, physiologically, psychologically, where your diet is currently at with your calories and your protein, your training, your general lifestyle. Everything is specific, okay? But I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in your comments below if you've got any questions at all, if you're maybe considering a fat loss phase and you just want to make sure maybe is a fat loss phase or restricting calories, is that a good decision for you right now? Just drop me a message and we'll go from there.